What's going on, everyone? TJ Fitness News Reviews, and together with me, Elevate Supps, Decimate Pre Workout, Decimate people. Listen, people, I'm gonna take you through the label of this thing, but then I'm actually gonna share with you my personal experience using this one. Over the last 2 months, this tub is gone. Yeah, gone. And then, towards the end of the video, right here from the world's only FDA-proof bunker that was actually created exactly for pre-workouts like this, I'm gonna give you my final verdict, should you still actually give a shit by then. And all I'm gonna ask in return, people, is that you hit that like button. Listen, people, listen. You know, once a while, comes a pre-workout that reminds me how important the decision was to build the FDA-proof bunker, to keep the FDA away from us being able to elevate ourselves, to fly high. Listen, people, Elevate Supps, out of nowhere, never heard about them before I actually got my hands on this Decimate, and I have this in my hands for probably 4 or 5 months, way before anyone else had it. But I just loved using it, and I almost wanted to keep this secret to myself. Yeah, I know, I'm a shit person. But anyway, listen, people, Decimate Extreme Nootropic Pre-Workout. Let me take you through this label. And you know, we review a lot of these pre-workouts here, Steam Junkie pre-workouts, and a lot of the times the labels match nothing in the actual experience, right? Because you never know what people actually put in this pre-workout, you never know how these things gonna come together. Quality of ingredients is so important. It's so important in Alpha-Yo, even sometimes in caffeine. It's definitely important in DMHA and arayogenesis and all the Steam Junkiness things that you and me like so much. So anyways, listen, people, let me take you through this. You have 20 servings, 18.6 grams per serve. I'm already telling you that the flat scoop is a bit more than 18.6 grams. And I'm already telling you that I used flat scoop. I'm not gonna go around with the fucking scale and measure every time I'm using a scoop. No, if you have time for that, all the power to you. I don't have time for that. Flat scoop, it is what it is. Why are you fucking getting mad already? Listen, okay. 20 servings, L-citrulline at 6 grams, 2-to-1 ratio, good for pumps. Beta anhydrous at 3 grams, it's a good amount for power and endurance and also pumps, 3 grams. Beta-alanine at 3 grams, tingling. If you don't like the tingling, by the way, if you don't like the tingling, get the fuck off my channel. We like the tingling here. L-tyrosine at 2 grams, choline at 1 gram. So these are focus ingredients, right? Then you have alpha-GPC at 600 milligrams, one of my favorite focus ingredients. And then you have Vaso-6 for pumps. So you have for pumps, the citrulline male and the Vaso-6 here, and also the betaine, which is going to help with pumps. But for focus, we already have L-tyrosine, we have the choline, we have the alpha-GPC. Then you have theobromine at 300 milligrams. I love this amount for theobromine. Works perfectly with a bunch of other ingredients that you're going to see here in a second. Caffeine anhydrous at 250 milligrams. That's not a lot of caffeine anhydrous, but you also have caffeine citrate at 100 milligrams, and you have Infinergy at 100 milligrams. So caffeine citrate is actually fast-acting caffeine. Caffeine anhydrous is fast-acting, but less fast-acting than citrate, and Infinergy is the long-lasting. So theoretically, you have 3 phases of caffeine here. The idea is to hit you fast and then last for a long time. DMHA, 2-amino at 200 milligrams. It's a good amount of DMHA, but DMHA is so dependent on the quality of the ingredient. Arayogenesis at 200 milligrams. Listen, when I see 3 types of caffeine, 200 milligrams of DMHA, 200 milligrams of arayogenesis, even though labels are just fucking labels, I'm saying at least the people who wrote this label, they know what they're talking about. Definitely when you look at the focus ingredients like the alpha-GPC and the tyrosine and the rest of the stuff. Whew, doesn't stop here. We have Neurofactor, which is one of these steam, it's a non-steam nootropic. It's an interesting ingredient list here. Cocobuterol on top of the theobromine at 50 milligrams. And then you have Noopept at 30 milligrams. I love Noopept. I love 30 milligrams. Amazing focus ingredients. Illegal in some countries. Man, love it. Look at this fucking label. And then you have Buperzin at 20 milligrams. Look at this fucking label. Are you out of your mind? So you have this. But this has to be on label. One of the most loaded, and I have to say well thought of labels I've seen in a while. The people at Elevate Supps, you know, again, I'm going to talk about the experience in a second, but the people at Elevate Supps know what they're talking about. know what they're talking about. Like, this is the 3 types of caffeine, the DMHA, the arrhythmogenicis, the cucurbityrol, the theobromine, the alpha GPC, the nootropic, no alpha yo, by the way, no alpha yo, so if you're sensitive to alpha yo, you're already blessed. The beta, people, what the fuck? This looks amazing, but unfortunately, people, labels are just fucking labels. You never know how these things come together. You never know. Listen, I really like the design of the label, by the way. I know we're reviewing a lot of these underground fucking pre-workouts, usually coming from fucking Jersey. I don't know what's going on in Jersey, that look like someone did them, you know, in the, like, took his sister, who's like 13 years old, and asked her to design a label. This thing looks like a respectable pre-workout. Okay, people, let's get into the actual experience, because really, labels are just fucking labels. This has been proven. Okay, people, enough. Let's get into the experience, because this is what you're here for. So the flavor I have, start with the flavor, is Pink Starblast. It's actually a very good flavor. You're gonna be fine. You know, like on a scale of 1 to 10, fuck your scale of 1 to 10 for flavor. You're gonna put all of this shit in your body from a stranger you never met before, and you're talking to me about flavor. Seriously, people, shame on you. Shame. Let's get into the actual experience, people. People, this is one of these pre-workouts when the label meets reality and slaps it in the face and tells reality, labels are not just fucking labels. People, this is one of the most beautiful pre-workouts I have tried in a long fucking time. This is, if you are in the market for something that gets euphoria, focus, positive energy, solid pumps, puts them together, shakes them really hard, and brings you into that elevation mode. Elevation. Mental elevation. And that buzz feeling doesn't start from the get-go. It's gonna hit you. Give it. Let it happen, people. Give it a chance to happen. Half an hour in, and then suddenly you start buzzing and you're getting into that beautiful... You know, people, Decim8 is exactly this pre-workout while we are taking Steam Junkie pre-workouts. This is such a positive experience. There's no heart rate, there's no alpha yo, you're not gonna sweat. Half an hour in, people, let it happen. I beg you, let it happen. Half an hour in, that buzz and euphoric, and you're gonna say, fuck me, I'm so fortunate to live in a day where Steam Junkie pre-workouts like this exist. The energy is not a strong, you know, this is not one of these heartbeat survival, you're gonna run for the fences type pre-workout. No, smooth energy. But then 20 to 30 minutes in, everything comes together and you're gonna get that sense of well-being, euphoric feeling with a super strong nootropic feel. Focus and euphoria. And I want to say they're almost like 50-50. This is an amazing nootropic feel and an amazing euphoric feel. Just such a great, and everything just comes together and you're just, man, you're buzzing. Buzzing, buzzing, buzzing. Such a beautiful experience. This, I'll tell you this, I really liked M2. You know, remember M2 that I reviewed? This is better than M2. Yes, I said it. Better than M2. Such a good buzz feeling. And M2 is amazing, don't get me wrong. But this is even better than M2. There's no alpha yo, there's no side effects. Just a beautiful, beautiful pre-workout. Beautiful, people. Beautiful. And I'm telling you, beautiful. And even better, listen, the buzz on this thing, that feeling, that well-being feeling, that euphoric nootropic buzz stays with you 2-3 hours post-workout. I love that impact. I love it. I work out early in the morning. I go post-workout with 2-3 more hours of like feeling high during the day. Fuck me, the return on investment for 5 hours of highness and focus and nootropic, and I'm just more effective during the morning. Man, this is such a beautiful pre-workout. And you know, so for the people who are sensitive to alpha yo, or just don't like that high, super high energy, a lot of caffeine, heartbeat thing, but want that nootropic, euphoric feel, this has to be one of the best out there. This has to be one of the best out. I just love this pre-workout. This is in the line of Zeus. This is in the line of Crack OG. So for the people who like that, you know, you see a lot of these reviews and you're saying, shit, I would love to get that highness feeling, that focus feeling, that nootropic, but I don't want a lot of caffeine. I don't want a heart rate to go up. I don't want alpha yo. I'm super sensitive to alpha yo. man, this one is for you. This is just a perfect balance of everything. And I so enjoyed it that I finished the freaking tub. This tub is empty, and I never finish tubs. Never. Never, because I use it for 6-7 times for my reviews, and then I move on. I have a lot of shit to do. I have a lot of stuff to review. Listen, people, you're not gonna get disappointed. Listen, as far as where you can find this thing, I'm gonna link below to the page on Fitness Deal News, where we hunt the latest deals from all over the web, so you can find the best deals, save money while supporting the channel. Listen, people, I love this. Just love it.